Day 6. Holy Spirit, give me the words to say to my people, because I am at a loss for words. I am one to have high expectations of how things are going to turn out, whether it's someone in my family doing something that I want done during the day, or what I expect to get done, or just being a person who likes to talk and discuss things, that sometimes I get a little extra frustrated when I can't say it just the way I want to. So the Lord is teaching me in His own wonderful way how to lower expectations. Growing up, I would like to say people fed me the opposite lesson, that I should increase my expectations and exceed expectations in everything that I do. But now I'm a mom and a wife, and it's not working out. So what has my priest in confession told me, and what have I learned from what I've read and watched and thought about, and guidance of the Holy Spirit, is lower your expectations. Be pleasantly surprised. And when I do, I find joy. And what is joy? It's not always happiness, but it's a contentment. And if I want to be content in my day and not lose myself, and I'm talking about losing my temperament with other people in my house or people I'm chatting with or whatever it may be, when I'm content, joyful, lowered expectations, there's room for spontaneity and happiness, and I can do things like I did today, where seeking an opportunity to get out of the chaos of the house and go outside and be where it was warm and vibrant out there, where the house felt cold and cluttered and full of messes and projects and things that need to be done. And they'll get done. There's always a project. Most moms have come to realize this very quickly, is that there's always a project that needs doing. So today, with under that realization and lowering my expectations of what we need to do for our homeschool, Bible studies, and chores, to just drop it, feeling stressed by all those things, to just drop it and go outside, enjoy the sunshine, enjoy waving to our neighbors, and being around my kids in their happy time, hearing their giggles, and hearing my teenagers deciding to just randomly start playing their guitar and ukulele and singing songs together. And it was a very beautiful moment. And while I was out there, I completely forgot about everything that was inside that I had to do. Any expectations I had in there were left in there. And while I was outside, I could just be who I needed to be out there. Now, when we come back inside, typically I would lose it, because all those expectations come flooding back into my mind. And like, why aren't the dishes getting done? Why aren't the chores happening? Why is the floor dirty? What's going on? It's just a mess. Why did we do this? And my natural state is to freak out. But through this training, with the Holy Spirit guiding me, I have been able to come in and recognize I chose, for good reason, to let that go, have a break, and come back to it and just start where we're at. Um, just one step at a time, get back into it. And to not assume that all of that would be taken care of when I walked away from it. And to not be harsh on my children, who obviously were with me and had no way of doing those things. I gave them permission to step away from that for a while. So we enter that together as a family and say, all right, we've had our fun. Now it's time to take a moment and tidy up. And when I approach it in that manner, it's like recognizing that someone is always watching me and my behaviors and my responses to these things, to just always sense my guardian angel there, ready to report to God the choices that I make, and saying, you know, she chose to just take a break and be with her family. And she chose, when she came in the house, to not flip out and be mad about all the things that aren't getting done, but to just tackle what she could. And that is the approach I want to have in my life. And that is what I want to teach my kids, the other ears in the house that are listening. I want my children and my husband to feel like we can change our plan and not get yelled at about it later. So, taking my expectations down is going to help my whole household have newfound joy. And that's a choice that we make. So, hopefully, that gives you a little inspiration to be spontaneous, reduce expectations, and be mindful of all the eyes and ears that are on you in your day. Whether it's your guardian angel, your children, your husband, or the neighbor next door.